Hello, how you doing? We'll talk about the Israeli conflict. Now, Hamas has done this before. They have done it in the last 15 years. I know because I remember. I'm an advocate of news. I'm a news watcher, so I know they did it in the last 15 years. Israel did the same thing, responded quickly, and responded with overwhelming force. Now, when Israel is attacked, they respond within seconds, within minutes, because they have the most up to date security equipment, and they respond with overwhelming force. Now, when Hamas attacked them in the last 15 years, thousands were dead because Israel wasted no time in responding with overwhelming force. The United States does not fight like that. But let me go back. Now, Hamas withdrew. The Gaza was a mess, but the PLO rebuilt it. Now, I don't even know if the PLOs even exist now because Yasser Arafat is dead. But Hamas is terrorists. They are terrorists. They're not even soldiers. They're not even well fed enough to be a soldier. All they know how to do is kill innocent, unarmed men, women, and children. That's all they know how to do. They're terrorists. They're not even soldiers. They don't qualify to be soldiers. They're very poorly fed, obviously, very skinny. They're not smart. All they are is killing machines. That's all they know how to do. And they don't really kill soldiers. I mean, they kill soldiers, but I'm saying unarmed people. Okay? Now, whenever Israel has a surprise attack, they respond within seconds, minutes. And they respond with overwhelming force. Airplane bombardment. And then they send ground troops, just what they're doing right now. Now, the United States does not fight. Now, look, let me back up. It is known in the international world that Israel has the best military, the most well-trained soldiers in the world. That's known in the international community. They have the best military in the world, period. The United States does not fight like Israel. It takes us 30 days to 6 months to respond to a sudden attack. We have to get congressional approval. The politicians have to give their speeches. Anywhere from 30 days to 6 months. Whereas contrast Israel, they respond within seconds, minutes of an attack and use overwhelming force. We do not use overwhelming force, even though General Powell advocated it, using overwhelming force, because that's biblical. God told the Israelites, now, whether or not these Israelites are the true Israelites of the Bible is definitely debatable. I'm not going to even talk about that in this video. I'm talking about the way God sees war, what we're really supposed to do. God tells the Israelites to use overwhelming force to completely annihilate the enemy, kill every man and woman and child, and kill the animals. But in Chronicles, what did Saul do? He didn't kill. He hoarded the animals. So what did God do? He fired him. Okay, he fired him. Okay, so total annihilation is. I remember that's what General Powell advocated. That's what Schwarzkopf advocated, was total annihilation, complete and total annihilation. That's the way Israel fights. The United States does not fight like that as a rule. What the United States does, first of all, it takes 30 days to 6 months to even get approval from Congress to even respond to a sudden attack. And they may attack again in that time period. What the United States does is go in and say, y'all acted really, really bad. Y'all shouldn't have done that. And then they say, well, we'll take in all your refugees. We'll give all your refugees $100,000 apiece. Send them to the United States. They're going to be millionaires in about 1 to 2 years. That's the way the United States fights the war. They don't fight them like Israel fight. That's why we keep losing the war. That's why we keep losing wars. Because we don't fight like Israel fights. And the United States can learn something about the way Israel fights. But what we do is go in, slap them in the wrist. Y'all acted very bad. Don't do this anymore. Send us all your refugees. We're going to give them $100,000 apiece. Send them to the United States and they'll become millionaires in 1 or 2 years. Send them to med school. Send the children to med school. We're going to pay for your children. Even though you tried to kill us, you tried to destroy our nation, we're going to take your people. We're going to take your people and we're going to educate them free, give free food, etc. Which is more than they do for the blacks in America. But anyway, the United States does not fight like Israel. The United States does not use that overwhelming force. Okay, Israel, air support, ground troops, aerial bombardment, and constant bombardment. Constant bombardment. Okay, so Israel responds quickly. They do everything quickly. Set up governments like they're doing now. They set up governments, and they're doing everything quickly. The United States takes a long time to even do that. God told the Israelites, the ancient Israelites, to utterly destroy the enemy. Destroy every complete annihilation. Destroy every man, woman, and child. Why? Because the children are going to grow up, and they're going to become your enemy. So just destroy them all. Okay, so that's what God's instruction is. This blockade that they have on the Gaza Strip, you cannot go in, you cannot go out. That is scriptural also, because the whole idea is to starve the enemy out. That's the whole idea. And that's scripture too. You see that in scripture too. Have the blockade that cannot go in, it cannot go out. Starving. So, like I said, the United States does not fight wars like Israel. Israel responds quickly. They don't care about international law. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was going to be a 20-year occupation of the Gaza Strip from now on. I mean, my guess, my opinion, that Israel is just go in there and totally annihilate all of them. Total and complete annihilation. It won't be nothing left of that Gaza Strip, just that strip of land. I think every building is going to be demolished, etc. Maybe the hospital would still be standing. But they believe in completely destroying the enemy, which is the biblical way. But like I said, I'm not going to argue about whether these are the true Israelites of the Bible. I'm not going to argue about that. Hamas does not care about their own people. All they are is terrorists. They do not care about their own people because they didn't even warn their own people. They should evacuate their own people by saying, okay, look, we're going to have target Israel, and you all need to evacuate. They don't care about their own people. They don't care how many people die. They don't care how many children die because they're terrorists. My prediction is that Israel will totally obliterate this place to God, and it will take decades to rebuild because I don't think the PLO has any money. Yasser Arafat is dead. So it'll probably, I wouldn't be surprised if they have a 20-year occupation of the Gaza Strip. Israel does. I wouldn't be surprised at all. But they will have complete annihilation by